Hi guys, welcome to Motivational Monday. We have 2 more minutes and we'll get started. Welcome guys. We have 2 minutes and then we'll get started. Okay, we have 1 more minute and then we'll get started. Good night, Sissy. How are you doing? Leslie Ann, Pauline, Sadie. Thank you guys. Elizabeth, how is Trinidad? Okay. All right. It's 8 o'clock. And we're going to get started. Yes. Welcome guys to another episode of Motivational Monday, where each one teach one. First, I would like to say happy Easter Monday to everyone locked on, all those that are celebrating Easter. I know some of the Jews also celebrating, and right now we just want to say thank you, Father, for this day. Everything that is in our way, we pray every step is ordained by you. Nothing happens without your knowledge. Please protect all of us, guide all of us in every step. Please provide for us and make a way in the impossible situation. Father God, thank you. Thank you for another week. Thank you for another day in the land of the living. Giving you all praise, all honor, and all glory. Father God, I pray for the sick, the hungry, the homeless, those that are in mental institution, the hospitals, the prison. Father God, I pray for the merciless, dear Lord Jesus. Have mercy on all of us, guide us, and protect us. In your name I pray, amen. Yes. Thank you, Sissy. Well, it's Easter Monday, so I decided to put flowers. Easter is a lot of colors, and guys, that I love flowers. And then I say, I have to get all dolls up for you guys because, it's Easter. So, yes, first I would like to say happy birthday to some special people. First, the Lord Kitchener. He would have been 100 years old today. Yes, 100 years old. And, we always like to, make sure that we bigging up our icons. And, he did a lot of contribution for Trinidad and Tobago. So, Lord Kitchener, 100 years today. I want to say happy birthday to two special friends of mine, Barry and Gary Connell. I just want to say may God bless you guys to see many more. Barry and Gary know me since I was in my teen, dancing and stuff. And what they instill in me, it's still in my heart. And I know we had lost touch for a while, but thank God for Facebook and stuff. So Barry and Gary, wherever you are, cheers to life, health, strength, and happiness, and timeless, right? Barry and Gary, timeless. I love you guys. You know, you're always in my heart, and you are my friends. So, yes, June, good night, good night, good night, June, good night. Again, happy Easter Monday. um, okay, so my word of the week is, well, I have one swag ticket to give away for my all-inclusive party. And I have two questions for you guys. Whoever answer correctly will get a swag ticket tonight. All right? So my word for this week is ineluctable, unable to resist or avoided, unacceptable. Right? So that is my word today for you guys for this week. And you remember, for those that you who were listening, coming up to the end of the show, I have one ticket for that lucky winner for Swag 2022, which will be June 18th, the day before Father's Day. So if you know you want to take your husband, your daddy, your friend, you know, June 18th, right here in my backyard, that will be going down. All right? So, our health. First, I want to say, what are we going to talk about today? So, I want you guys to get some questions, right? The topic for today is, do you think children have the obligation to financially support their parents? Again, do you think children have the obligation to financially support their parents? All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. I'll tell you guys my views, and I want to hear your views and what we could add. And then I will bring on my nephew later on to find out what his view will be on this topic. I know this topic, I think it's beautiful, and I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. All right. So today's topic for the health segment will be, what is an endoscopy and how does it work? So I'm going to talk about endoscopy, and then I will talk about colonoscopy, right? Endoscopy is a procedure that allows a doctor to examine the esophagus, stomach, or duodenum, which can help to detect digestive disorder. For example, anal hernia, GERD cancer, and stomach ulcers. Endoscopy is performed in a doctor's office under conscious or deep sedation. After the procedure, your doctor will discuss any finding, usually the result of the endoscopy or biopsies taken. An endoscopy is an upper procedure. All right. Now we're going to talk about colonoscopy. Colonoscopy is an exam used to detect changes or abnormalities in the larger intestine, the colon, and rectum. During a colonoscopy, a long, flexible tube, a colonoscope, is inserted into the rectum. A tiny video camera at the top of the tube allows the doctor to view the inside of the entire colon. If necessary, polyps or other types of abnormal tissues can be removed through the scope during a colonoscopy. Tissues samples, biopsies can be taken during a colonoscopy as well. Your doctor may recommend a colonoscopy to investigate intestinal signs and symptoms. Screen for colon cancer. If you are age 50 or older and at average risk of colon cancer, you have no colon cancer risk factors other than age. Your doctor may recommend a colonoscopy every 10 years or sometimes sooner to screen for colon cancer. Colonoscopy is one option for colon cancer screening. Talk to your doctor about option. Look for more polyps. If you have had polyps before, your doctor may recommend a follow-up colonoscopy to look for and remove an additional polyp. This is done to reduce the risk of colon cancer. Good night, Abigail. Once again, good night, everyone. Again, as I say, happy Easter to all. So my health topic was endoscopy and colonoscopy. So I will talk about colonoscopy. So last week, good night, Betty. Last week I had my colonoscopy because I turned 51 this year and I was supposed to have it since last year. My doctor who recommended that I have it. Now, I would say the process of it, well, hearing from everyone who had one before, I was a little, not scared, but concerned, right? So, my appointment will have been Thursday. So from Wednesday, well, Tuesday night, Tuesday was my last meal that I had to have, like heavy meal. And then on Wednesday, it come like you have to fast for 24 hours and more. I was allowed to drink water and broth with nothing in it, just broth for the whole day. I went to work and I had my water, and then I had a broth, and then I came home and it was water, and then for dinner I had to put something heavy, on my stomach, so I had another broth, and then I had water. Good night, Alicia. It depends on the financial situation up here, but it shouldn't be placed on the child or children. Okay, because okay, all right, Alicia, hold a point just now. So I ended up that was, and at 6 o'clock they gave you this gallon liquid that you had to drink. So I had to start it from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock. So then I started drinking, and then I had to start it back from 4 a.m. to 6 o'clock because my appointment was 10 a.m. Now, it leaves a bad aftertaste in your mouth. So what I did, I went to YouTube and I look and I saw. Now, they don't want you to have like colors, like colored, anything colored, because they want the colon to be clear when they're going to do the examination. So you could have used, I use mine with coconut water, right, to take the after effects out, and they had recommend Crystal Light, the plain one. So I mixed it and I drink it, and I drink it with a straw, and anything that is healthy is not good for you. But anyhow, so that was my experience doing taking the colonoscopy test the night, and then it have you going to the bathroom. So I got up in the morning. I tried to have 2 more glasses because at that point I was very nauseous and weak because you ain't eat more than 24 hours. So then I got up early and then I went to the hospital. Good night, Ryan. Good night, Philip. And when I went there, I was early for my appointment. So she said if somebody cancel, she'll take me. Funny enough, somebody canceled. So I was in by 9 o'clock. When I got there, they prepared me because remember, they have to give you anesthetic and thing, right? So they prepped me. They gave me IV. And very nice nurses in Woodhall Hospital. The examination lasted like 20-25 minutes. And then they took me into the room. Well, I'll say the operation room kind of way. He told me what he was going to do. He did give me, but I was conscious of what was going on. I had to lie at my side and I was watching the monitor. So I could have seen everything that he was going, where he was going, what he was doing, right? So good night, Janet. So I just want to say this. Don't be scared of doing a colonoscopy. I think the worst part of the colonoscopy was the prep work. Other than that, it was no pain or anything like that. Thank God everything came back great with my own. I'm going to accustom doing eating healthy, and doing what I have to do and just being healthy. So I don't have to go back until the next 10 years for a colonoscopy test. Again, once you're 50, I recommend go and do it. That way you will know what's going on with your body. If they have anything in there, any polyp, anything, they would have get rid of it. So again, that's my tip today, which was endoscopy and colonoscopy. Good luck if you guys going. All right. Okay. So let's get into the topic now. Okay, Alicia. Let me see what Alicia was saying. Okay, good night. It depends on the financial situation with the parents, but it should be placed on the child or children, because if they are not financially stable, it will become an inconvenience and will cause that individual to be in debt in the future. That's just my take. Our ancestors didn't do much. Yes. Okay, cool. I agree with you. And what I would say again is, I think this was a great topic. That's why I wanted to do it tonight. Talking about, again, for those that locked on, if you are late or you came in while I already said the topic, I'll say it again. The topic for tonight is, do you think children have the obligation to financially support their parents? Now, I would say absolutely not. Your parents brought your children into this world, but this doesn't mean that you owe them your whole life for good. Once you get older and start your own family, you should think about yourself first and your children and your own children. Your parents should understand and respect that. If it's an emergency situation, yes, you can help them, but it's not to support them for your whole life or until they die. If you are financially stable, you can do that if you want, but it's never an obligation, right? Parents choose to have children. Children do not choose to have parents. Parents exist merely to parents. That's why they are called parents. They choose the role when they have kids. The kids owe them nothing. The kids never ask for the parents to sacrifice anything. The kids never ask for any of it. And of course, a parent should provide and take responsibility for what they choose to create. Why is this even a question? Of course, it's not reasonable for parents to expect anything at all from their children. That is sick. Anything a child gives a parent is a gift and not a duty. Right? Now, I would say, and agree with me, let me see some of the thing. Okay. All right. Naya say, I don't think so. June say, it's not the children's responsibility, but a situation where parents has become homeless or something, the child should take them in. Okay, now, I agree with that. But the point why I bring this topic up is, I heard a lot of people talk like, the kids think like, or some parents, not all, guys, some parents really think that their children should support them until they die, right? Now, I can speak for myself. I have one child, as everybody know, and I don't look for my son to do nothing for me, in the sense that if my son wants to help me or in any way, no problem. But I don't burden my son down to say, it is his responsibility to take care of me, right? Yeah. June saying, yes, I've heard that also, and it's not fair to them. I only have one also. Yeah, And I find that some parents are unreasonable. They should not put that burden on their children. Betty Ann is saying, good evening, Brooklyn in the house locked on. Yes, I don't think a parent or any child should put that strain, hi Jason, on one particular person, right? And while I say that is, we all have kids. We all made choices, right? But again, there is some parents who are bullies. They are. They are. They are. They are. Hi, Jay. There are some parents who think, well, my son have to give me an allowance. Or when he was young, I did this, that, the other, blah, blah, blah. We have to get out of that thinking. Parents, not all, those that who think the children are responsible for their upbringing, it's a rude awakening. Remember, your children have family. They will have a husband, a wife, kids. The kids have to go to college. They have things to do. So I don't think it's fair for some parents to really sit back and think, well, their children have to do this and have to do that and have to do the other. No. If you are in a situation where you are financially stable, you're doing well, no problem helping mommy, no problem helping daddy. You understand? But mommy and daddy should not be looking at their kids, right, for that financial support. I think that is a disservice to your child, right? I mean, we all were children before. We all know the struggles. But again, why I bring this topic up is because I have heard a lot of my friends and I've heard a lot of people talk about the pressures about parents thinking that these children owe them something, right? Now again, don't get me wrong. Talk to me. Let me know what you think. You understand? Because children have feelings too, and children have a say, and some parents don't give the children that kind of say. And some parents are so unreasonable to the kids. And that is what my topic is about today. You know, do you think? Do you think? I don't think my son should be obligated to take care of me. You know? Hi, Philip. In Wakanda, most parents think their children are their retirement plan. You see, Philip? Now, Philip lives... Philip is from Nigeria, right? Philip, you from Nigeria? Yes. You totally disagree? Go ahead, Dane. Let's hear. Let me hear. Totally agree with what part? You know? Yeah. But I'm not talking about the parents who children, you know, help them out and different things like that. I'm talking about the parent who think their children have to do their service, you know, who put the pressure on the kids. Those are the ones I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the parents who children supposed to contribute. If you're living with mommy and you have an apartment, everybody chip in, you come together and let the household run. I'm not talking about those children or parents. I'm talking about the ones who think that the kids supposed to do these things. You understand? I am a parent too, and I help my mom. My mom don't really look for any of her kids to support her. She rears, she give us food, clothing, and shelter, right? And we go out there and we make a way for ourselves in turn where we now could help her. And that's the goodness of our heart. But I'm talking about these parents who put the pressure on the children. Not a retirement plan, but you provide for your retirement, putting everything in your children's name. Okay, yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with putting everything in your children's name or whatever you're working for. Because again, I could talk about my situation, right? My son, I only have one child. So therefore, what? He is my beneficiary. His name is on everything. So today or tomorrow I close my eyes, whatever I have goes to him. All my hard work, All my savings, all my 401k, whatever I have, it goes to him. I ain't talking about that part. I'm talking about the parents who put the pressure on the children. You go to school, you be a lawyer, you be a doctor, whatever profession, and then they demand from these children. Even if they have a family, they have no regard for the family. You understand? And they put the strain now on the kids, like if that is their responsibility to take care of them. Now, I'm not saying no, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that there is some types of parents, and they are out there who put that strain on the kids, and I don't think that is right. Shawnette is saying the parent of children who come to America and they think they have to bankroll them because they are in America. Yes. You understand? I am talking about the parents who put strain on these children. You understand? I can't put strain on Kerry. Kerry has, his family. And I always say to myself, today or tomorrow, God forbid, if I get older, in my older years, I want to know that I have enough money to take care of me. So I wouldn't have to deal with him and a wife that don't want his mother, that I will have money to have a caretaker to take care of me. You understand? So I don't really look for my son to take care of me. That is not a responsibility I'm going to put on him. But their parents, now I'm not saying if your parents get old, don't take care of them. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about, do you think children have the obligation to financially support their parents? Being totally dependent on your children is a no-no. That is what I'm talking about, Dane. And that is what some parents need to get in the head. And that is some young, person too need to know that if your parents, right, sacrifice, because most of us sacrifice. We sacrifice ourselves. We sacrifice a lot of things in life to make sure that our children have what they have, and they wouldn't have to work so hard as we did, right, in order for them to get what they have. Now, it have the child who would say, you know what, my mommy is a single parent, and let me give my mommy this, or let me do this for my mom, or whatever the case may be. Those are the things I'm talking about. Jason is saying that's why you give your kids a good foundation, so when they depart from you, they become stable. Correct. Dane is saying, quick story on my job. We do FedEx pickup for customers. Okay? Alright. Let me hear Dane. Or you wanna come on and chat with me?
Yeah, better she do that.
Dane, you wanna come on and chat with me? And just give us the story? Yeah. But I just find that, some children are it's hard on some children. Okay, let me see if I get Dane so we can bring her on quickly and let us talk about her point, because I would love to hear. Dane, I'll bring you on WhatsApp if you don't want to come on there. Let me get Dane so she could give us her story quickly. But yeah, some of these children, I mean, they have student loan, they have different things, and parents have to get in the head, your children is not obligated to take care of you. It's a strain on them. Life is already hard, and they're going through the stuff. And don't really depend on your kids. And especially if you know your parents not working, why put the strain on your parents? That is not being right. That is not being. A lady came in today and picked up a package. I asked for ID, and she's telling me, okay, let me bring her. Hi, darling. Hold on. Let me bring you on so you can tell us your story. One moment. Let me get my stand. I didn't think I'd have anybody tonight. But hold on, Dane. Guys, give me a moment. One moment, let me set you up here. Make sure my volume up. Hold on. All right. You hear me?
Yeah.
All right, okay. All right, hold on, guys. Okay, guys, so we have Dane on, and Dane is going to tell us her experience today. All right. Is your phone Dane?
Yeah, like the house phone.
All right, go ahead, Dane. So tell us.
So we do FedEx and work, right? So
Yeah.
this lady come in today. One of the things that you have to do if you have to pick up a package, you have to show ID.
Right.
So they called me to the front. So I was asking her, could I get your ID? She's telling me the package is on her son's name, and he's only 3 years old.
Right.
So I wanted to ask her, what would he do with her ID? So I wanted to ask her, what would he be doing, placing an order?
Right.
So it could be also that she's using his social
Right.
to probably take out credit cards, because if you picking up a package for a 3-year-old, you basically is using this 3-year-old as social or something to have a credit card. So I wanted to say to her, okay, how did the 3-year-old place
The order.
her order?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I was like, okay, we have protocols that we have to follow. If it comes to our store, you're probably going to have to ask FedEx to pick it back up. So again, they use their kids in all different manners.
Yes.
It's not only for retirement.
Yes.
But some parents also abuses these kids from young. So when they grow up, they also put them in a messy situation. And I assume that is what happened. I'm not too sure what happened, but that is what came to mind at that point in time when she made that statement.
Yes. I mean, and you working, in that particular industry, might have seen or must be see all different kind of things, and
all kind of things.
And that's why I say some parents are being unfair to these children, where they think that they obligated to do stuff for them, and to help them out, and they have to do this and they have to do that. And you're right. I know about a lot of children too who parents did take the social, who did mess up the name. So now they're older and they have all these, bills going on the names.
They can't catch yourself.
No,
yes.
no. So that is not right. That is not right at all. You understand?
So as somebody say, yes, you're building for your kids for the future, but somebody was just saying that, make that foundation so they will be stable.
Yeah.
Instead of you messing them up, you try to make your kids as stable as possible to be able to handle that outside world.
And to give them that type of foundation when they grow up. So
Correct.
so that way now it's not a financial burden to really take care of your parents in that context.
Correct.
Yeah. That's a good point there.
Yeah.
Good point. You all right?
Yeah, that was my quick story.
All right. Were you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, good. All right. So thanks for your input.
No problem.
All right. Okay. Yes, guys. So we had Dane there giving us a little tip on what she experienced in her store, that a customer came in today to collect a package on a 3-year-old and didn't have the ID. So she was just talking about how some parents take advantage of the privilege of the kids, and some of them mess the kids up. So that way now, when they grow older, they don't have good credit score and different things like that, So right now I'm going to bring on my nephew Shevrak, and I want to hear his take from a young person on what this topic is about. Come, Shady. Happy Easter,
Happy
everybody.
Easter.
Come on this side.
No,
Come in a little bit more.
okay.
You good?
Yeah, we good.
You
The
good
camera
there?
look good, man.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. So, my topic tonight,
Right.
do you think that parents should be financially obligated on children? I want to hear your take on it from a young perspective.
Right.
And tell me, what do you think, and if you have or heard friends with that kind of issue.
Listening to everybody so far, I agree with some of the things that was said. I really think it's circumstantial though. And it goes back with like generations and family culture and how you were raised, what the parents think and what they want for themselves so that they could then give to the kids. Obviously, with you as a mom, you see things differently, so
Right.
it works out
Right.
that your son don't have to say, "Yo, God, let me kill yourself trying to provide for you."
Right.
Some parents, unfortunately, they have the mindset that children are investments. So when they spend their money, be from Pampers, you're raising your child, send them to school late nights thing. They expect that when the child grows older and they start working and they become, if the child becomes very successful, then
Right.
it's like, you had to provide.
Right.
But even if the child has, depending on the parent, the child has like a small job trying to make ends meet, trying to make it, some people still think, well, no, you had to, you have to give,
Yeah.
give all.
Yes. And that becomes a strain.
It becomes a strain, but it's also unhealthy because children would then feel as though they owe something, which makes them guilty, and that could then affect how they form relationships with their lovers.
Right.
And when they get married, and that's why many problems come out financially when somebody get married to the wife, and then the mother don't like the wife because the wife will inherit all the money and blah 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 blah. That's a whole other story.
Yes.
But it's also based on is also in terms of the circumstance with that is also tough for the. I could understand it from two ways. I could understand it from the parents.
Yes.
Some parents looking forward to some parents wouldn't say it's an investment,
Right.
but they like the gesture of a child giving back to them
Right.
without them asking.
And I am a parent like that. I am a
Yeah,
parent.
so-
I would like if my son call and say, which he does, Ma, you need anything?
Yeah.
You understand? And I would say yes, or I would say no, I'm okay. The gesture, as you say.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And I like when he does that to me as a parent. But I don't depend on him.
Right, but then it have the parents who actually they depend on it because they themselves, they feel as though it's all about how the parent sees it, and it's also how the child sees it, because it would have the parents who will not ask, but they really want that gesture. So you have to be conscious enough to know, it's Mother's Day, let me go all out.
Yeah.
Or not only on Mother's Day too, or it could be Father's Day, whatever time
Valentine's,
it is,
anything.
birthday, Valentine's, go all out. But then it also have the children, especially in this generation, who
Yeah, we want to know about them.
my mother, so for instance, I'm using you and Carrie as an example for now. This
Okay.
is not the actual situation, but for instance, you will not be looking forward to anything from Carrie, and it might have a Valentine's Day which I know you wouldn't do, but it might have a Valentine's Day when you might not get anything for Carrie.
Right.
So Carrie now, hypothetically speaking, will then feel as though, well, my mother never remember me, so I not gonna remember
Remember her.
she,
Yeah.
so I not buying nothing. And then as a whole, when that shouldn't be the case, to me, you should always show love regardless
Yes.
of wanting something in return, and that's being genuine. You should
Yeah.
being genuine means that you're not looking for something back,
Right. Right.
But children now, it's really circumstantial based on the relationship your parents and the parent and the child have, because some children may think that way and they wouldn't necessarily give,
Yes.
and the parent might be innocent to the fact that it's not that they didn't give, but you miss one Valentine's, like. But then some children, they have that kind of they're looking for something, and some parents have it too.
Yeah.
They wouldn't give the child anything on their birthday because the child didn't give them anything on their birthday.
Right.
And that shouldn't be so. So it really boils down to the circumstance and the type of relationship, and also I think is really culturally how you see things, because culturally a lot of us don't even know how to give without receiving.
Right.
And I think I posted that on Facebook just the other day.
Yes.
It's even in work too. A lot of us don't know. I mean, your generation and my generation, you don't know how to give without receiving.
Right.
So, and some people, they just don't know how to love. They don't know how to create gestures. And love is financially too.
Right.
Like, to show love, you had to buy a gift, and to buy the gift, you need $20, and
Right.
the $20 comes from somewhere, and you still need money,
Yeah.
So, some people, they just don't know, they don't grasp the concept, so they think, oh, well, I raise you, you should, this is, the only form of love is you giving me a stipend every month.
Right.
You owe it to me,
Yes.
which, sometimes love is also in, your son might not be giving you money, but they're checking up on you, they're calling you, they're
Right.
talking to you,
Yes.
they're telling you a thing, they're showing up when you're sick. Love doesn't always have to be money, an exchange of money. It could be in just like everyday gestures, but it's really culturally is an interesting topic. But I don't think, all that to say, I don't think parents, children should be obligated.
Yes.
But I also think that it is on the child
Right.
to be, to
Be mindful.
be mindful that,
Yes.
my mother been
Been
through all this to me.
Yes.
And as such, even if it's like $20 for every time I get paid and I need to buy a...
Or mom, look, money to do your nails, do your toes.
Yep.
Go do
Pamper
your hair.
them.
Pamper
Pamper
them.
them.
Pamper
Yeah.
them. Not necessarily be obligated, but
But
do nice
nice
gestures.
gestures.
For
I
them.
agree.
Buy some flowers. She like candy. She like ice cream. Different things like that.
And then
thoughtfulness.
the thought, that is what it boils down to. And it's
thoughtful.
also, parents need to be thoughtful.
Of the kids.
Exactly, because if you have a child who might not think about sending you to do your nails, for instance, you should then hint at it. Hey, I already want to do my nails. Maybe you should get my little, sometimes you have to train people how to love you if you're looking for that.
But that is also in relationship. In relationship with a man and a woman,
It's true,
it's the same thing. Because
Yeah.
I might say, Shadrach, you hungry? That mean I hungry. And you understand? So I say, Shadrach, you hungry? That mean I hungry. You might say no. So I'll be like, okay. But you say you hungry? I hungry? Okay, let's eat. You understand?
Yeah.
So people talk to you in that type of
insinuating kind of way, like,
Yeah.
you're hinting.
the human
but-
bodies, the human interaction is different.
Yes, with
You know?
everybody.
Yeah.
And I think most of the times the people, the families or the or the parents who expecting something from their children, there's either be they lacking in some sort of somewhere in the relationship where they either communication problems or they just don't know how to love, or that's how they grow up.
Yeah.
Knowing that, well, your child must give back
Yeah.
when they get things.
Yeah.
And especially if the child get rich, that's a next story.
Yeah.
Because when you listen to Oprah and Tyler Perry, when they talk about their parents,
Yes.
you would realize that this topic is a good topic, even more so because Tyler Perry have a story where his father only asked him for money.
Yes.
Nothing else. The father never show up to a show. The father never care about what he did with his life and his career and his passion. Don't care about the dream. But as soon as he realized that, hey, my son making money, that's the only time the father was like, well, I need money for this. I want to thing and
Yes.
thing and this. And Tyler show where he bought his father a house,
Yeah.
and he does pay his father every month just like stipend because he loves his father, but he wants nothing else.
Right.
Because he now understand that, listen, this is what my father see as love.
Yes.
My father never really say, well, congratulations, nothing like that. So if that's how you want to be treated, out of respect, and
Yes.
that's
Yes.
how he treats his
And
father.
Oprah
Oprah is
too,
the same thing with her
thing,
mother.
yeah.
She said her mother never knew her from, like,
No.
being
She grew
Oprah
up
from
with her
nowhere.
grandmother.
Correct. But it's as soon as
She
the
being
mother realized she's
simple.
Oprah and she have money, that is when the mother starts to show interest.
Yes.
And Oprah as well respect. Well, Oprah mother died, but
Yeah.
she respects. So it's really circumstantial. But just as much as the onus is on the parent, I think the onus is on the child.
Yes.
To also understand the culture in which the parent was raised.
Right.
But you could only understand that if you're conscious.
Right.
Because for me, my mother never asked me for nothing. My mother don't ask me for money at all. But I just take the opportunity to show,
Yes.
that kind of
onus
to like,
make sure she okay.
Yeah.
Make sure she fine.
And just as you say too, parents just hint it, and you just had to know whether to catch the hint or not.
Yeah. And
because they would say, well, oh God, I had to go by the supermarket, so I had to think, I see this jeans. So you had to be say,
here mom, go shopping, or things like that.
Yeah.
And that's a good gesture you brought up too. Culturally, in families, some parents bully the kids.
Yeah.
And they handle,
because they don't know better too,
They don't know better, and then they have to remember too, their children have children, and they will have a wife and a husband and different things. And I think I was looking at an article the other day with this basketballer. He has his mother with him, and he said anybody who he married have to understand his mother will always live with him. She's part of the package, because he says his mother sacrificed for him. His mother, you understand? So he don't want his mother in a home, whether his wife or not. When they marry these people, how they want you to be, right? But he was just saying that his mother was always there to comb his hair, to brush his teeth, to do things. So now he wants to be in that. He is in that position, and he wants his mother there. Now, things like that I could understand.
You can respect that. And then he, I think he might have a big house where the mother can stay on his side and he on his side. And, I could understand that too.
Yeah.
I could understand that.
Yeah.
Especially if he know that the mom can't, he don't want to put the mother in a home. And
different
I could understand that, yeah.
No, that's a gesture too. And that's coming as, again,
because his mom wouldn't do that to him,
foundation. His mother wouldn't do that to him, so he not doing it to his mom. You understand? But as again we say, that is a different topic than parents feel that these children have to be financially obligated to them.
They see the children as investment.
As investment.
And with every investment, you're looking for a return.
Yeah.
So the return is you get big, you have a good job, you have to give me. Give me back all the money that I
spend on you. Yeah.
Because Pampers, and they would say Pampers
was cheap.
And how much money your school thing is, and school books, and
throw it back in your face. So now you get this guilty trip that whatever they want you try to give, don't matter what it costs. No matter if you have to take a loan, you're in debt, them in care. Once they get in what they want.
And usually that has been the case.
Yeah, I know.
And then it's only when something bad happen. For example, if it's real bad, somebody come, let me say you borrow money from a gang man, and the gang man come and shoot you up. The whole line say, my son, he was a good boy. He was a good boy because he went and borrow money from the gang man to pay your bills, and now he can't pay back, and he gets shot and he dead.
Yeah.
No, them things are happening,
no, it really does. It really does. And I think
people going broke trying to make other people happy.
And what about the children now who in a better situation, and your mother struggling, but you want from she still? What do you think about that one?
Well, that's just greediness.
I don't think they should be looking for nothing. If you know your mother struggling, you understand? And you ain't even providing to say, hey mom, look at $20. Look at greed. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
And that's why the onus is on both parties. And then it also have the people who
Jolene is saying I'm 9 of 9, but I feel like an only child because I always trying to make sure my mom is taken care of. Jolene, you and I the same. Philip is saying the kids didn't beg to come to the world. No way it should be in them. Yeah. I was seeing Nicole put, it's so much the topic nice tonight. It shouldn't be just about money, but giving time and value. They didn't say it have parents drinking water and cricks to send their children to college and still suffering. and some kids turn back on
Back
them.
on them,
Yeah,
that's
turn
true.
the back. Yeah, we know that. We know that for real. Shawnette, what are we saying here, Nicole? So more than likely, those children will now have to depend on their parents in the future because they are now messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true. Bethan saying, I'm a parent talking about this today, and he said that most of the children today want to depend on their parents. It's truth.
That is
Food
very
stamp,
true too.
OTC card, debit card, and so many things. Some of them take advantage. It's true. It is truth. You know?
But it's all in the upbringing of the child too, eh?
Yeah.
The reality is how you were raised. Like my mother from day one, I remember I wanted to work in a supermarket, she sent me.
Right.
You know, and I think that's where you start to form your own sense of independence. Because I
Right.
was working since I was 14.
Wow.
And I didn't have to,
Right.
but I was working. And my first paycheck, I remember buying a phone, and she never was like, "Da, da, da, da." You know, it really become is how you were how you were raised and how you were see things. And some parents as well, the fault is on them because they so love their child. They don't want the child to walk barefoot because they're afraid he get caught. They don't want the child to go and work in no supermarket because they're afraid, you know, oh God, you can't work in a grocery because
Yes.
no. Yeah, sometimes you know, it has helped children. Me looking
Yeah.
back now, it has helped when you struggle because then you just see, like, you know, when you used to get hit in the grocery, don't pick up that catch because we're not on that catch today. Like that, you can't afford that catch. That'll show you, like, okay, the money don't come from trees,
Right.
and that, you know, it have value in certain things.
And Jolene is saying, I have brothers that have to hide to give my mother anything. Sad, eh? Keisha is saying, no adult should depend on another adult. Stand on your own. Learn to be financially responsible. I understand at times there are instances or last minute debt sacrifice is invincible for parents. Inevitable for parents.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. But we're talking about those parents who just
Feel as though they need, like, you know,
yeah,
the child must give money.
yeah. And I don't think like that. But coming back to your point, Shadrach, I think when you give children a sense of responsibility, coming back to what Jason had said before, if you give them a good foundation, you don't have this problem.
No.
I don't have this problem.
You wouldn't be looking, and they ain't gonna be looking either.
Yeah.
Because it'll be a mutual understanding, and it does work itself out.
Yeah, it does. And what I would say, remember what Jah say. Yes, Raymond. Shadrach want to
Honor
know,
your mother and
Father, and your days shall belong in the land of the living. But coming back to your point, I would say that you know, sometimes when you have a child or children, and they marry these women or men, as Jolene was saying there, they doesn't want you to give your parents anything. Now, I have a problem with that. Because I think you have a mind of your own. Whether you married into Mary or John have nothing to do with your mother. You have nothing to do with Mary or John's mother, and Mary shouldn't have to do nothing with your mother. What you have to do for your parents is on your onus, and what you have to do for your wife is on your wife onus. And I think that husbands and wives must put down the foot from day one. This is what it is, and this is what it is. Because nobody can come to me and tell me, don't give my mother this,
or don't
that,
give his son,
or don't give my son this. It ain't happening at all, be tall, and see at all. You understand? Because you know what your mother sacrificed. You know what your mother needs are. She may not ask, which she doesn't have to ask, but it's the goodness of your heart.
Yeah, no, that shouldn't be. And then too, I mean, but people, I don't know if people just talk about them things, you know.
I don't think people.
And then sometimes those are things you had to go in talking about. Well, and just like the man say, Mama, that's part of the package.
Yeah.
You had to then go in and say, well, listen, this is my family background. This is how I, you know, this is what it is.
Yeah.
And the person, whoever you're marrying, had to agree with that. And
you hear what Jason say? Well, I'll be
We
filing
filing
for
for
divorce.
no,
Yeah,
that
no, but these are things. These are real situations that going on. Real situation, real thing we talking here. You know? And I'm sure a lot of people could relate to it.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That
Well, they are not the men in their homes. My mother don't need much, but I pay for someone to take care of her with no help. From them. So you're doing what you have to do by yourself. I understand. And in most big families, it sometimes it comes down that you have one person who does the most. But I could talk about me. I do what I have to do, and I just don't worry about the rest. You know what I mean?
yeah, but it really is a cultural thing, because
Yeah.
when you look at other families, and I don't want to make this a race thing, but
Yeah.
it might, that's why I'm saying culturally,
Yes.
because there are black families who understand the extended family concept,
Right.
just so much so as Indian people understand the extended family concept, Jewish people understand the extended family concept, and Muslim people understand the extended family concept, which means that all of them living in one house,
Yeah.
mother, son, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, whoever it is, and there's the notion of family,
Right.
you know, whereby if my mother needs something and we support each other, and
Right.
finance is never a riff-raff.
Right.
You know, we team up, we put up, we of course we will point out, you know, when something is wrong, and well, you know, BS is BS, but it's only sometimes in black families where we have this financial selfishness and
Yeah.
stinginess.
Yeah.
And no, it's true. And
Yes.
well, I don't owe you nothing, or you owe me, and
Yeah.
and it's never like, how could we mutually make our lives better and work together? And
Right.
you want to travel, I want to
Wanna
travel.
travel.
Let's team up, let's do it. You know, but everybody sometimes so hard. It's like, now, well, you making enough, you making more money than me, so you,
Yes.
that's not the concept.
Right.
And people just miss the assignment.
Assignment.
So you could be making more money than me, I'm making less money. The assignment is based on what we earning and what we have and what's coming into the home, whether mother, child, husband and wife, daughters, whatever. We live as a unit, and we try to live our best lives as a unit.
Yes.
But some of us culturally doesn't miss the concept, and that's why, you know, people just don't reach nowhere. And you
Yeah.
find that the lives, and they never think, they never went to a restaurant together, because they don't know life beyond fighting, or, you know.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's sad,
It's very sad.
but it's the reality.
Yeah. Nico says, as a couple, you should have unity and give each other's parents equality. Guess you mean diversity. I know a couple of mothers who think they give their children the best in their upbringing. So the child or children have to do for them. Okay? I do it, but they are all Christian, and the Bible say you need to take care of the elderly. Crab in a barrel, Keisha say. Christians. Yes, let me tell you, Christian or no Christian, I think religion.
Nah, it's not Christian. I wasn't
Yeah.
really talking about religion.
Yeah.
I was more so talking about the cultural background.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you were raised, where you were raised, what's the mentality, you know. I think that is more so, because I have Christian people who does do it.
Yeah.
I have Christian people who know how to live the extended family, and, you know, everybody, you know, it goes
But I
beyond
guess
the money.
in Jolene's point of view is that she's a family of 9, and she has to be the go person. You know, in the family there's one person who has to take charge, who has to do, who, you understand? That is what she,
yeah.
I think that's what she's talking about. You understand? And they're Christian. They're Christian. Christian people supposed to be, followers of God.
Yeah.
And supposed to be come together, as you say. You understand that concept,
yeah.
right?
Oh, yes, yeah. Okay.
You understand?
Like yeah, break bread
together, but they're not breaking bread together. You understand what I'm trying to say,
I
right?
understand what she
Yeah,
said. Yeah.
yeah. So but yeah, it's unfortunate how some family, but as Shadrach say, it's all about inclusion, I think, and diversity and coming together. But most of us don't have it.
And
Human in
conversation,
general,
people don't communicate
yeah,
properly.
no. Humans in general too watchy, and that mentality needs to stop. My father always told us to take care of our mother. Mother, sure, fathers may be. You understand? Some husbands and wife, girlfriends, get vexed when some children give their parents anything, but it money and material things, but they don't know the sacrifice these parents make for them to reach where they are today. And some children just want to give back to their parents, and that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. But we're talking about the ones who think that the children have to and they don't have to do nothing but die. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, families, I would say, need to come together and do the right thing and have a conscience. Just say so, you have to look out, just thanks for life. Yeah. You understand?
I think Auntie Bessie, I was trying to come in that 1.5 days for who?
Well, let me see.
Right down here.
There's Betty. Let me see she approve. Where she at? Here she part. Send request. But yeah, so I say this is a great topic, and it was good that we talk about this tonight, because I think a lot of people are on the same page with us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And we talk about real life. This is a show where each one teach one, and we learn from one another. And it's always a pleasure having you with your input and different thing, and they get it from a different point of view. You know what I mean?
This is a good topic. I have to think about it, but I think it's just the mindfulness. You have to be mindful. Most people, they're not mindful, so they just miss the bus.
Right. Yeah.
Let's see if she coming on.
Yeah.
I might have to call on WhatsApp.
No, she did. I think she must be 12:26. She must want to come on. No answer. 12:26. I guess she on WhatsApp. She must be she 2 cents to put in. Look, she there, yeah. Yeah. So yes, guys. So we yeah, put it like that. Like we actually she have a
No, you're putting it like here, or
yeah, we could put it. You wanted to add something to our topic?
No, I don't want to be on camera, but no.
Well,
another time.
Well, just
okay. All right, so just talk. We got to have you on camera. So what do you think about the topic? What do you think that parents should be financially obligated? You find children should be a little more what?
Obligated to the parents, yeah.
Right.
A little more obligated to, you're asking.
Right.
Yeah.
They should be more thoughtful. Children must be more thoughtful.
I like to give.
Right. Angela. Okay. All right. Okay. Too much noise. Okay. Jolene is saying, my mom turned 91 today. Happy birthday to Mom, Jolene. May God bless her. 91. Wow, what a blessing. So much long. She has just want her to be happy in her last days. She worked hard, washing and ironing and taking care of us. Amen. Happy birthday to your mom, Jolene. Angela in the house. Angela Wilson is in the house. It's always good to look out for family, because family is everything, regardless if you can't, if you can, or if you're in a position to do it. Once a man, twice a child. When a parent reach back to a child step who should take care of them. Correct, correct.
Yeah.
And I believe that too, eh?
And I think that's a good point, because how I would want to be treated when I'm a parent in my old age is the same thing you need to give. Like,
Yeah,
yes, you see, I mean, it's circumstantial. I agree.
yeah.
Because you can't want to be, taken care of. However, you choose your end, your last time, your adult, your older time, you had to treat it as such. You had to create that from.
And Jolene, that's a blessing to know your mom is 91, still going strong, and that's good. Ronaldo's footballer was asked, why does his mom live with him? Why not build a home for her? And he said, maybe this is the same one I was talking about. Hold on, Keisha. Let me see. My mom sacrificed for him to buy his first pair of cleats. He dedicated all his success to her. Nothing. His mom and his sanctuary and the greatest gift, you see?
Yeah.
Paid forward.
Paid forward.
My mom, yes. Well, happy birthday to your mother. Yes.
All right, thanks for having me.
All right, Shadrach, thanks.
Have a good night.
Okay. Yes, guys. So, yes, I think that was the one who has said was a soccer player or whoever. So that's the guy. That's who I was talking about. And his mom really sacrificed and everything. And it's good when we could do the sacrifice and have and be there for our children, right? Financially supporting your parents, 7 steps to take. And I will just read the steps. Consult your spouse and siblings. Talk with your parents. Understand the financial situation. Consider your insurance option. Put a plan in place and have a backup. Make it all legal. Start helping out early. All right? I want to say thank you so much, guys. All right, so now I have 2 questions for you guys. I have 1 ticket tonight. I'm going to ask you. Now, if you have been watching my Motivational Monday, give me 5 words that I spoke about in the last few weeks. Remember, every week I come, I give you all a word. Give me 5 words. The first person to answer the 5 words to the bottom of the screen. And I want to know, what year did I start Motivational Monday and the month? Year and month. All right? I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes. And this ticket is for 1 lucky winner. So, let me know. 5 words. 5 words. I give you a lot of... okay, Dane. January 2020. That is one. But you have... What's the rest of... What's the next part? Give me 5 words. 5 words. Blessed night, guys. You have 1 more minute to answer. If not, go to my website, my channel on YouTube, and maybe next week, you guys go look at it. Walk with love, yes. 1 more minute. It's about... So let me tell you, the word for this week is ineluctable. All right? All right, good. All right, guys. So I just want to say thank you for tuning in to Motivational Monday, where each one teach one. Again, my YouTube page, Phyllis Worrell. Subscribe the page, share it. You can go back, watch past episode. And love in the house. Have a blessed and safe week, guys. Happy Easter Monday to you all. And I just want to say have a blessed and wonderful and safe week. Love in the house, love in the house. Thank you, Shadrach. Thank you, Dane. Thank you for all my listeners. You guys rock. Love in the house. Peace out. Good night. Good night, Jolene, Keisha, and all the rest that is locked on.